Hey there, friends. This is going to mostly be about getting back to the gallery for Sam's presentation to the sculptors at the Sculptors Conference. Now, some of these people are um, workspace techs. I overheard a bunch of conversations, so they're at the Sculptors Conference, but they're from different walks of life. I only talked to a few of them, of course, the ones who showed up, a few of the ones who showed up for Sam Lanahan's talk on Flextegrity. Also on Facebook around the same time, I'm having some pretty interesting debates with other Facebook friends. I've realized I can use Facebook to just have the serious philosophical debates I don't sense going on in academia right now. So, or they are somewhere in some places, but I can always add to the. We can continue without permission to innovate our thinking. So let's do the SAM presentation here. By the way, this is the anniversary of my parents' car accident, I should say. We just realized that, Mom and I, talking to Julie, my sister, who was aware of it October 13th. That's when the car accident, another truck actually wandered over into my parents' lane. My dad was driving and smashed head on front. This is in South Africa in 2000, October 13th. All right, so this cat, it lives near the Stone Soup where we had our soiree, our wine, our excellent hors d'oeuvres. Sam put on this interesting event, and Stone Soup is a really cool nonprofit. They train people to become cooks. Tomorrow is like a milestone in their business model. I should be there because not I'll be at the gallery and I'll poke my head in. I won't spend a lot of time there, but this cat, he thinks he lives there and he just hangs out on the sidewalk like a lot of people in that neighborhood. Seems to be a sidewalk area. Now, this is the magazine. Sam thought he'd paid for an inside cover ad for his event, but there was no such ad. So he was kind of disillusioned and worried if anyone at all would know about this event. But as luck would have it, we had some excellent conversation and very curious people. So, from my point of view, it worked well. I won't try to rotate that one as well. And if you take money for an ad and don't place it, that's true that capitalism will be collapsing from within. That seems correct. Okay, beautiful gallery scene. Some early visitors. This was before the events. Looking across the street, we're learning more about the neighborhood. Every so often, new information emerges. Here we have the videographer, as you can tell, starting to document this event. Actually, this looks like, yeah, this is still before Sam's talk. Here's the videographer getting ready to get Sam talking, and here's Sam just starting his talk. You can see that Stone Soup has a full bar. They have a liquor license, and so Sam was serving wine and hors d'oeuvres. And this guy's from California. We talked at length about the grid issues, electrical grid. I'm not at length, but casually. And here we are getting ready. Sam's not a drinker, by the way. Okay, so there's the show beginning, and people listening, and Sam talking, and it was a pretty interesting talk. You have to understand about flextegrity. To understand about flextegrity, you need to go back to tensegrity, and there you need to know also about Bucky Fuller. And Kenneth was resigned to that he would be tied to Bucky Fuller fate-wise, but they did not get along. And as someone who hung out with Kenneth quite a bit myself, I've had a lot of and thousands of well, hundreds of emails with him. I came to understand his views pretty well myself. and to really respect, him. Fuller and I corresponded and were kind of telepathically connected, if that makes any sense. It certainly made sense to Kiyoshi, who related to Fuller more in person. Um, he and I were together at Hunter College. If you can ever get that tape, you might see what I'm talking about. Documentary evidence, but that may be lost. Hunter College, check it out. So here we are looking at the specimens that are getting passed around. So beautiful red one there. And Sam's got a new prototype that isn't very well known, not photographed hardly at all. So this is a rare picture of his ping pong ball based flextegrity. You're not going to see this in any of his books to date, but since the videographer was getting it, I figure I'm okay getting it on. I didn't sign any non-disclosure either, but Sam tolerates my picture taking, I think. So Stone Soup, you see in the background, there's a whole placard about what their business model is and how they do business. It's pretty interesting. And at this point, I had a long conversation with this lady behind the bar who is actually getting lots of college degrees and is a super expert in making food, clean food, or I can't explain it all right now, but I learned about another business she runs. And I plan to visit it and learn more over time because she's definitely thinking in a good way. And as a Asylum City guy, I'm always looking for talent. So this was an interesting and fun event, and I'm glad I could be a part of it. And I look forward to being back at the gallery tomorrow, since the Sculptors Conference is continuing, and there may be walk-ins, and I plan to be there. All right, talk to you later.